Police detectives have revealed how they uncovered a makeshift factory that produced lethal assassination kits for organised crime groups. Armed police officers arrested Ronald Knowles as he tried to burn a treasure trove of evidence in his back garden in Alfreton, Derbyshire. Knowles, the 64-year-old, who is now awaiting sentence, converted at least 33 replica pistols and had enough bullets for a further 80 kits that were packaged with silencers and rubber latex gloves. The kits were sold by notorious drugs general called Gary Hardy from his home in Ravenshead, Nottinghamshire. The makeshift weapon factory was discovered as part of an investigation into Hardy by Nottinghamshire Police and the East Midlands Special Operations Unit. Its details of the case have now been released by the force after the conclusion of Hardy's trial. Detective Inspector Mark Ados said officers moved in to make arrests after stopping a van in Measham, Leicestershire in August 2023. Officers seized a box containing 4 lethal self-loading pistols, each individually packaged with a silencer, blue latex gloves and 10 rounds of live ammunition. The bullets had been converted from blank firing to live. If discharged, they would effectively expand on impact, he said. These were lethal assassination kits. I call them that because they were individually packaged. The firearms were designed to kill. It is highly concerning. As armed officers moved into Knowles' garden in Milton Avenue, drone footage captured the moment he emerged from the outbuilding with his hands up before being handcuffed in front of his bonfire.
I've got taser if you want to release.
Yeah, second taser.
Down on your knees! Cuffs.
Someone take him. I've got some.
Let's get forward, get him cuffed! Let's get him cuffed.
I'm right.
Detective Chief Inspector Ados says that outbuilding contained lathes and a drill that the weapons collector used to make the silencers and convert the pistols and ammunition. Police also seized thrown stars, machetes, crossbows and air weapons and almost 1,000 rounds. With the amount of ammunition that we found, that was in our belief destined for conversion. Another 80 assassination kits could have been converted, said Detective Chief Inspector Ados. It was a significant find for us. This is the largest firearms manufacturing operation that I have ever seen, and to my knowledge one of the biggest we've seen in the East Midlands, if not wider. Knowles admitted serious firearms offences, and details can now be reported following the convictions of Hardy and 2 other men at Nottingham Crown Court. Detective Inspector Ados says Hardy, 61, was very, very dangerous and led an operation that supplied lethal weapons to organised crime groups in the West Midlands and Essex. He was living in a nice address in Ravenshead. He had nice cars, he was leading a nice lifestyle, but did not have any form of genuine employment, to our knowledge, the detective said. We will never know the true scale of how many lives have been saved as a result of us dismantling this operation, but it is significant. Hardy first made headlines in September 2008 when he received a 20-year sentence in a major drugs trial at Nottingham Crown Court that had to be guarded by armed police. The jury heard Hardy was one of 3 drugs generals in Nottinghamshire and supplied heroin and amphetamines to dealers in Kirby, in Ashfield and Sutton in Ashfield. He had a fleet of luxury cars and owned more than 40 properties as part of a string of businesses that it made. His earnings appear to be legitimate. The court heard Hardy's heroin supplies were smuggled into the UK in lorry tyres, and the profits were split with another Nottinghamshire drugs general, John Dawes, and his brother Robert. Robert Dawes was an international drug trafficker who was eventually arrested in Spain and has now been jailed in the Netherlands for ordering a hitman to kill an innocent teacher. Now Hardy is due to be sentenced again at a date yet to be set, along with Knowles and two other men who were convicted of firearms offences at Nottingham Crown Court last month. One of those men is 23-year-old drug dealer Jason Hill. Hill is already serving a life sentence for the brutal and cold-blooded murder of Owen Fairclough, whose body was found in Breaston, Derbyshire in June 2023. 6 days after the discovery, officers searched Hill's back garden in Derby Road, Risley, and found a hidden safe containing 2 guns, 2 silencers, and 2 dozen 9mm bullets. The police believe Hill obtained those weapons from Stephen Houston, 64, who lived in Corley, Warwickshire. The force says Houston was supplying Hardy's assassination kits to members of the criminal underworld. Knowles, Hardy, Houston, and Hill will all be sentenced for possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. Knowles, Hardy, and Houston will also be sentenced for conspiracy to convert a blank firing gun into a firearm and conspiracy to sell or transfer a firearm. Please like this video, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
I've got taser if you want to release.
Yeah, second taser.
Down on your knees.
Cuffs.
Someone take
Yeah,
him.
I've got some.
Let's get forward, get him cuffed.
Let's get him cuffed.
Let's get him cuffed.
I'm right.
Get the door.